Hey besties, it's your girl Alicia here. Normally I would say from Turning Tides Tarot, but this is our first reading in the new space on the new channel, The Divine Feminist. So I'm super pumped. Thank you all for joining me over here for empowering messages. Now let's just do our thing. We're going to shake this up. We are going to find out what Spirit wants us to read on today. For all of you amazing folks out there. Let's see, here we go. This is a channel title, okay? And then we work kind of backwards and we find out what the messages are. Here's the first one for our channel. Ooh, you're done explaining yourself. The vibe speaks for you. Oh my gosh, besties, I'm here for it. So I will be back in just a quick second for your messages. Ooh. Okay, besties. Well, it sounds to me like, yeah, you are done people pleasing with this title. You're done explaining yourself. You're letting the vibe speak for you. I'm here for it. And yeah, this is kind of giving that energy of like, I said what I said. All right. So what have you outgrown and what do you no longer need to justify to others? What have you outgrown? What do you no longer need to justify to anyone? Oh, damn. Your abilities, your psychic abilities, your intuition. You get a feeling you might know secrets. You might have like, again, I just feel like you're extremely powerful, right? And you know what, this could even be speaking to your spirituality, your spiritual side. You are done explaining to people, like when you have a hunch, when you go with your intuition, you don't need to tell anyone anything about the moves that you're making. And I feel like you're also not requiring yourself to, like, you do not owe anyone an explanation for the moves that you make, and you're making your moves in silence right now, okay? You don't have to justify yourself to anyone, okay? People may be questioning, like, oh, are you sure you want to do that? Or, oh, are you sure you really know what you're doing? You don't even need to answer. You just go about your day. You stay in your own lane. You do your own thing. You trust in your own intuition and your own guidance that you get from spirit, from your higher self, from your soul self, whatever name you want to place on that intuitive knowing that you have. All right. Also, you may be finding that your powers have been increasing because you have been spending more time perhaps protecting your energy or leaning into your intuition about the vibes, like walking out of places that just don't feel right, walking away from people, conversations, whatever the case here. You're like, I don't even need to explain myself. I don't need to. So if you don't believe in my abilities, I don't care. I'm just going about my business, right? Okay. All right. I said what I said. I love it. Okay. So you don't have to justify yourself or your intuition or your spirituality. It's all of the above to anyone. Okay. Now I didn't even ask the question, but Spirit knows. My next question is, what does your energy say about you before you even speak? Like, what is the vibe? Knight of Swords, don't friggin' cross me, okay? This is like, it's not necessarily that you're out here like, being aggressive or anything like that. Again, you're in the energy of keeping it chill, keeping it quiet, but your vibes are speaking quite loudly. It's like people know not to mess with you, not to cross you. And it's not because that you're like mean or rude. It's just that you're direct and you tell the truth and you don't mince words, right? So it's like, don't play, because I'm not playing games. If you want to know a question or you want to know the answer to a question, then expect honesty. Expect me to give you the truth, okay? Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I'm not going to pretend like everything is fine when it's not. It's that kind of a thing, right? So before people even, I feel like people don't want to know. You know what I mean? I feel like some people in your world, they really, truly don't want to know the answers to some of their questions. And so before you even speak, your energy gives like, don't play with me, don't play me, don't cross me, don't ask if you don't want to know, kind of an energy like you're not playing games, okay? You're not here to play games. And what is this? The Ace of Pentacles. You know what? You're here for yourself. You're here for your goals. You're here for that bag. You're here for, you're here for your new beginnings, okay? You're here for opportunities. You're not here to, like, I just heard, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. Okay. Now, That could be the case. I just feel like maybe it's not about money. It's like you could be protecting your new venture, your new business idea, your new projects, your new goals, your creativity, all of that stuff, your new spiritual path. It just, you have a really new vibe about you, and people don't want to mess with it. People don't want to mess with it. All right. And I feel like it's not that you're not here for friendships and you're not here for having fun and you're all about business or whatever. You're all about your goals. Yes, those things are true, but you're just not here for people who are going to waste your time, right? You put a lot of value on your time, your energy, your effort. Okay. You value yourself, you value your goals. And it's like I want to say that you are like hyper focused on what it is that you're trying to create a new path for yourself, and you just don't have time to waste, and you just don't want to play games. Okay. So I feel like your vibe, that's what's, like before you even open your mouth, people understand you put off this vibe that you're not playing. Okay. You are not playing games. Okay. So who is silently watching your glow up and realizing that they messed up? Okay. Because it's interesting. There is something here. It's like you're done explaining yourself. Your vibe is speaking for you. Don't mess with me. There are people who are not stepping towards you. Like people are watching this glow up, and they are staying their safe little distance because they realize that if they do come forward or if they do say anything, they're not going to like what you have to say. They're not going to enjoy what they're going to hear. All right. So who is it that's kind of keeping their mouth shut during this glow up? But they are watching. They are, they're realizing that they messed up. Okay. Because I feel like, again, your vibe is just setting them straight. Okay. So what do we have here? We have the Knight of Cups. It's a whole whack of energy. We have the Two of Swords. We have the King of Cups. Sorry, y'all. Just let me have a second here. Yeah. And the Seven of Swords. We have the Hermit. Okay. You know what this tells me about this person? This person is watching your glow up. This person is watching you really settle into this very powerful energy. Also, low-key mysterious with the High Priestess, right? This is your vibe. You're not explaining yourself. You're not apologizing for anything. In fact, you are ignoring this person. Okay. Whoever it is, you might have this person on block. This person cannot talk to you even if they wanted to. Okay. Either that or your energy is just extremely protected from this person, or it's literally repelling them. You could even be on like a completely different timeline over here, right? This is someone who messed up. Absolutely, they messed up. They know that they messed up with you. This is someone who lied, stole. I was going to say stealed. Oh my gosh. Hello, grammar, Alicia. They lied to you. They stole from you. They cheated you. They tried to get away with something. They were obviously busted. Okay. They were obviously busted here. And they have gone silent. This is somebody who maybe feels like they need to apologize to you for cutting you out, cutting you off, doing you dirty in some type of way. Absolutely. And they're watching this glow up of yours, and they are, I gotta tell you, they are low-key terrified of this new version of you, and that's okay. Let them shake in their boots, right? They're shaking in their boots, and they are staying silent, and you can bet that they are watching every single move that you make, wondering, Spirit just showed me double dutch. Like, have y'all ever played double dutch? Let me know in the comments. Like, with the skipping ropes, right? When you're kids, I never see kids playing that anymore. Anyway, you know how you have to kind of just like wait to get in when like the ropes are turning, and you kind of do that thing where you're getting in the rhythm. Spirit just showed me that. It's like there's somebody on the outside of your energy who's trying to get their foot in, like trying to start getting in and vibing with you again, but it's not happening. Spirit's not allowing it. They're too scared. Maybe the ropes are just turning so fast, you're going like whatever they used to call it. I forget it. But it's going super fast. It's like red hot or something like that. And so anyway, your energy is kind of just like repelling them. They're trying to get in, but they can't. Anyway, it's fine. It's good. We just had that question. So it could be a water sign. I mean, we've got air, we've got water, and specifically Virgo with the Hermit. Okay, so I'm just throwing that out there because I know some people like to hear the signs, right? Um, but this person is now looking at you in a different way, like, oh, I kind of like this. You know, I really, this is very intriguing. You've become very mysterious to them now that you just don't give up, right? You just don't give up about this individual anymore. So, oh well. How can you protect your peace without guilt or over explaining? Okay, like you. The thing is, look at this. How, like, you're not explaining yourself to this person. I feel like, okay, no, it's really interesting. I know these readings are meant for you. But this person is kind of coming up because they affected you, right? But this is the thing. It's like you don't really care about what's going on with them. You can feel them maybe trying to pull on your energy. Again, you're ignoring them. You're not really, you just don't care. You just don't care. And so maybe at one point in time, you used to explain your moves to this person, or you used to let them in on your plans, on your ideas, on your, you know, what's going on in your world or whatever, keeping them in the loop. You have shut that freaking door and like nailed it shut now. And so you just don't feel the need to explain yourself. You just don't, right? Because you understand. Here's the thing. The question was, how can you protect your peace? You know, how can you protect your peace without having feeling any guilt or feeling the need to over explain yourself? Well, I'm not speaking to you, or you're not allowed in my life because of da 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 da. And remember when this happened, da, 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 you just don't give a shit. Okay, you just don't. So with the Eight of Swords, it's like you're not getting in your head over this anymore. You know that if you let this person in the door, they're going to set traps around you. You're not, I feel like it took you a long time to get yourself out of this mental trap where I feel like they took up a lot of space in your head. Like they took up a lot of space in your life, a lot of time thinking about them. And I understand the irony that we're still talking about this person right now in this reading, but it's only to acknowledge, okay, that this is how you protect your peace, by not allowing them in the door or through. They're not getting through, okay? So that's the answer to the question, how can you protect your peace? You don't have to feel guilty about not giving this person some kind of answer or a heads up, or going no contact, or just keeping them as far away from you as humanly possible. You don't owe them anything, okay? And this is just a little bit of a reminder in case you were feeling like maybe you did. You don't. You don't owe them anything, especially somebody who treated you in such a way where this could be somebody who just ghosted on you, somebody who didn't ever give you an explanation. So what makes you think that you need to give one to them, right? You don't. All right. So what power are you reclaiming by no longer seeking validation from anyone else, okay? From an external source, right? What power are you reclaiming by no longer seeking that validation from anyone? You know, you're getting it from yourself. You're getting it, you're providing that validation for yourself. You're loving yourself. You're paying attention to what spirit has to say, your spirituality, your soul self. Again, really connecting to your intuition, right? Really connecting to your intuition. Okay, so what power are you reclaiming by no longer seeking validation, specifically from this person, but again, in general? Because I feel like it's not just about them, it's about everyone. Oh, look at, you're reclaiming your own ability to love, to fall in love, to feel in love, to love yourself. Ace of Cups. Amazing. I feel like too, like you're freeing yourself up so that you can feel love and joy and happiness again. Maybe you're freeing yourself up. Maybe eventually down the line, you might feel like you are ready to enter into a new relationship with somebody who is grown, and somebody who is right for you, somebody who's not going to play games, somebody who's going to respect you, somebody who's going to be on your level, right? Someone who's going to be on your level. And I don't just mean like y'all have things in common or you both feel a connection. I mean on your level spiritually. Like you can have a deep conversation with this person, right? Like that kind of a thing. So you are laying the foundation right now. You're reclaiming your ability to become truly the type of partner or the type of person. It's not just you're not doing this just for, your motivation is not just future romantic relationships, but you know that the kind of partner you would like in the future, if you do decide to partner with anyone, if you meet the right person or whatever, you are being that partner for yourself right now. Okay, so you're reclaiming your ability to love yourself first and foremost, right? That's why you're not seeking this external validation from anyone. I feel like you really have begun this journey of self-love. I mean, maybe you're further down. I don't know where you are on your journey right now, but you're here and you found this space. So you're somewhere on it, and you're reclaiming this ability to love, truly love, right? And meet yourself where you are, okay? And fall in love with yourself. I'm here for it. You're reclaiming this power. You're reclaiming this power. You're trusting yourself, right? This connection it's like you're rebuilding a new relationship with you. It's like I can't say it more than 1,000 times here. I've already said that you're just like falling in love with yourself. And that is so freaking powerful because you will no longer look for yourself and other people, right? And that's often what we do. We feel like we're falling in love with someone, or we feel a deep connection to someone that we see parts of ourselves. Relationships are like mirrors, right? So if you've been consistently focusing on relationships with other people and seeking that validation from outside of yourself, when you decide, I'm not doing that anymore, I'm focusing on me. Some of y'all could even be considering with the 4B movement, like, I'm not dating anyone ever again right now, like, or in the future, or until, like, maybe you've set goals, I don't know, but you've decided that this era of your journey, I guess, your life, this is you focusing on you, falling in love with you, doing what you need to do, doing what's right for you, and putting yourself first above everyone else. And as especially if you are a woman, you don't have to be a woman to resonate with these messages here. I just want to put that out. It's an all-inclusive space. So I'm just speaking to women in general, because you are conditioned from birth to be of service to others, right? We are. And so this is you breaking that conditioning within the self too, and being like, no, it isn't bad to put myself, my needs, my wants, my desires, what I need, first, right? But we are trained. We are trained to do that. So by you doing this is like a radical act of self-love, and this is extremely powerful. You do not owe anyone any explanation. People know how to read a room, okay? And the vibes you're giving off, it's giving silent, it's giving powerful, it's giving, I'm only going to speak to you, or I'm only giving you the time of day if you deserve it. Like, but you're not being like mean. You're not like, you know what I mean? It's just like, don't bother me. Like you're giving off that like, unbothered, I don't know if y'all are on TikTok. If you are, I mean, I have a channel there, but it's not anything. It's really just me, whatever, doing silly things or whatever, talking about politics and stuff. But yeah, the point of that, there is this creator on TikTok and she's so funny. She created the We Do Not Care Club. We Do Not Care Club. And every now and again, a video comes up on my For You page and she's like, this is the current list of things that we no longer care about. And it's just like, it is a space where women are empowering one another, and like, or even people, it's mostly women, but I feel like it is people of a certain age, like maybe over 40 or something. I don't know. But anyways, it's just, this is kind of your era. It's like, I just don't care anymore, right? I just don't care anymore. I just don't care. You're putting yourself first. Okay. That was the whole point, even with that little side quest that I went on to tell you about that. If you haven't seen it, look it up. It's pretty good stuff. Okay. Anyways, back to the reading. What kind of energy are you radiating right now? I guess that's what we were kind of talking about. What kind of energy are you radiating right now? And how is it shifting the room? Okay, because I feel like it, it's very coming up strong as the high priestess. It's very strong energy right off the bat here. Okay, so people are noticing they might not be talking to you as much anymore because you're putting off an air of like, don't even come to me, don't even bother me. I don't have time for shenanigans, right? Whatever it is, it's like, I don't play games. I got things to do. We have the Tower. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, right. Like, oh my gosh. With the Tower, like, oh, just give me a second. I need to drink water before I get into this. Oh, okay. How are you not changing the energy in the room when you're showing up as a tower? Okay. You walk into a room, people are noticing. Okay. Just because they're not coming up to you to say something, I feel like you moving the way that you're moving right now in this like silent, powerful, absolutely deadly force right now. Extreme power, extreme feminine vibes, like, and I mean like spiritual feminine vibes. Like, okay, anyways, I feel like your presence, because you are shattering other people's expectations of you right now, you're moving differently. You're moving in a new way. People could be looking at you thinking to themselves, because they will not dare say it to your face, the audacity. Like, they're looking at you like, how can you just unapologetically hold your head up high and walk into this space and be so bold or so daring, or not care, or like, people are going to judge you for the dumbest things, right? People, oh, you don't have your nails done, how do you even leave the house without makeup? Like, you're in your I don't care era, and it's like you're not seeking that validation from the public, from people, from anyone. So it's not that you don't care about your appearance, what you look like, how you're viewed, how you're perceived by others. That's just not your number one priority. You care, but like, you're not going to go out here doing things just because it's expected of you, right? And so just by you doing that, you are shattering people's expectations, and you are making people think you're like a glitch in the matrix. You know what I mean? How can they not notice you in your vibe right now? Okay. You are speaking. It's funny because you're showing up as the quietest energy. I mean, this is quiet strength with the high priestess, right? This is like, I move the way I move because that's how I move. That's how I'm called to move. I do it in silence. I'm not telling you my plans. I'm not explaining myself. I don't even like whatever. It's a quiet energy, but it's speaking volumes with your vibes, right? It's speaking volumes with the Tower coming up as that vibe that you're giving off right now. Like, and the thing is you're not afraid to shatter people's like illusions. Oh, I just hit the little sound bowl thing. I have a sound bowl here, just so you know. And I moved my hand, like, because I'm a hand talker. You don't see it on the camera right now, but like my hands are flying all over the place as stuff gets channeled. That's just who I am. But anyways, yeah. So it's like you have no problem. Like I said, with this Knight of Swords energy, the way that you're communicating, it's like, okay, go ahead. You want to ask me what I'm doing or why I'm doing what I'm doing? Again, you have no problem with being absolutely direct, speaking your truth. And if it shatters illusions, especially ones that are built on false foundations, okay, of other people's stories that they tell themselves about who you are, what you ought to be doing, or even about who they are and how they should be behaving and things like that, you're literally breaking the mold. Like I said, you're like a glitch in the matrix right now. These people in these situations, they see you out, they see you doing it, they see you making your moves the way you're making moves. And they're like blown away by it, right? Absolutely blown away by it. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like they're thinking about you. So even if you leave the room, you exit the room, whatever, your vibe is still hanging around. Like they won't stop talking about you or thinking about you or that moment, or you may say something that just like sticks with them, right? But that's kind of like your job right now. That's what you're supposed to be doing. I'm getting that intuitively. This is where you're meant to be right now. You are meant to do this because I feel like part of your mission, your purpose, your job is to shatter some illusions, okay? All right. So, but only the people who are ready for it. I feel like only the people who are ready for it. They're the only ones who are kind of noticing anyway. So, you know, they're ready when they're ready. The people, like, again, so let's go back to that glitch in the matrix thing for a moment. The people who are going to notice the glitch in the matrix are people who are already looking for it. You know what I mean? People who are so deep into it and like just kind of droning along, doing their thing, they're not going to notice. Or if they do, they're not going to, it's not going to carry as much weight. It's not going to really, they're going to shrug it off. Like it's not going to hit them, right? So you're out here doing what you're doing, changing people's perspectives and beliefs even as well. Okay. So I'm just going to leave it at that. That's how you're shifting rooms right now. Holy. So who or what is no longer aligned with your frequency? And that's okay. And it's okay, right? So who or what is no longer aligned with your frequency? It's interesting. Who or what is no longer aligned with your frequency? I've got an answer for myself personally, but I started this channel to break off. I'm going to talk about it really briefly while I'm shuffling. I started this channel to break off. It's not that I don't align with messages on Turning Tides Tarot anymore. I still am able to channel them. I'm still able to pick them up over on the main channel. It's just not my interest to find out what other people are thinking or wanting from me or whatever. Like, I'm just not in that energy anymore. I can put myself into it, but my passion right now is to read for the folks who are ready to move on, move forward, focus on their own dreams, focus on their own goals. And so doing something a little bit different for me personally, to answer that question for me, what's no longer in alignment with my frequency is some of those old types of readings that I'm still going to be doing on the other channel. Again, no shade. I'm just over here right now. Energetically, this is more in alignment with me personally, but back to the reading. I just wanted to put that out there. With the Chariot, what's no longer aligned with your frequency? Anything or anyone that isn't moving forward, okay? That doesn't have goals, that isn't looking to continuously better themselves, work on themselves, grow, evolve, that kind of a thing, right? So people who are determined to stay stuck, or people who just don't really want to move forward or maybe aren't ready to move forward, those are the types of people and situations that you are okay with kind of leaving behind, right? You're okay with leaving those folks behind because they're just not going where you're going, okay? And that's okay, right? Everyone has their own path and journey. Again, you're okay with this. We just asked the question, who or what is no longer aligned with your frequency? Anyone who is willingly staying stuck or willingly deciding not to move forward, okay? Again, not just in one specific relationship or friendship or with like a family member or anything, right? Even at work, you are motivated to make moves. You're going places. You've got dreams. You've got goals. You cannot stay. You feel it in your bones. You know what I mean? Like, I cannot stay stuck forever. Like, I got to get going. I've got places to be. I got ish to do, You're on the move, right? Staying in your own lane, doing your own thing. So you're ready to move on is what it is. You're ready to move on, and that's totally okay. Growth is what we are here to do. Growth is what we are here to do, friends. All right. So let me just pull on an oracle message here for those of you. Thank you for joining me. Again, if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. And, I would be super grateful for you to join our new Divine Feminist tribe over here in this new space. I would appreciate it. And yeah, I'm just interested to see. And I guess you would be some of the first ones, right? You can say that you were here from the beginning and see how we grow together over here on this channel. Yeah, and I mean, if you are feeling this glow up, and your vibe is the whole package here. Yeah, I'll extend this one. We'll see. We'll spill the rest of the tea here. We'll dive a little bit deeper, a lot deeper into, who's feeling the shift, how your silence is louder than ever, what's next, what's next in your spiritual evolution, and we can get into those energies, right? The energies that can't lie, right? So if you're interested in joining me for a little bit extra and you want to show support and you want to show some kind of energy exchange, I mean, you can always like or leave a comment. That's really going to help, especially a new channel. Any kind of energy exchange is always appreciated. But if you do want to join for the extended, the link will be pinned to the top of the comments. Okay, loves? What beautiful messaging to top this off, okay? We have first learn, then evolve. And that's what this is all about. So maybe I'll read this one first. It says, learn, expand your knowledge to expand your world. Seek out teachers of wisdom, seek new knowledge, and create broader perspectives. Absolutely. You're here to learn. You're here to grow. We have evolve. You're allowed to grow. You're allowed to change your mind, attitudes, and beliefs to become stronger, lighter, and happier. Your growth is cause for celebration, and I'm here to celebrate right alongside you. So thank you so very much. I hope you all have a blessed day. And again, I'll see you in the extended or in the next reading here, friends. Take care and have a great day. I already said that, but have a double good day. Bye.